Hey guys, so now I'm going to go over Thursday's virtual work with you. So let's jump in. So number one says solve for the value of K, which is right here. And so you have to use what you know about angles to be able to write an equation that will help you solve for K. So I know that this angle measure right here is 35 degrees. And I know this angle measure right here is 90 degrees because it has the square in the middle. And then this angle measure is 3K plus 4. But look what I've just done. These three angles together make a straight angle, which equals 180 degrees. So I know 35 plus 90 plus this 3K plus 4 equals this straight angle, which is 180 degrees. So now I have what I need to be able to solve an equation and find the value of K. First, I'm going to combine some like terms. So I have 35 plus 90 plus 4. So over here, I'm just going to add 35 plus 94. Whoops. Plus 90 plus 4. So 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. So 129. So I have 129 plus 3K equals 180. So now I have a two-step equation to solve. So I'm going to subtract 129 from both sides so I can make a zero pair over here. We're so used to doing that. We've been practicing it so much. You guys are pros at this. I'm going to borrow 10 minus 9 is 1, 7 minus 2 is 5, and then 1 minus 1 is nothing. So now I have 3K equals 51. So now I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And I have K equals, if you're not sure what 51 divided by 3 is, let's just do some more work on the side. I think it should be 17. So 3 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract and you get 2. Bring down the 1. 3 goes into 21 7 times. And our K value is 17. So you can just leave it just like that. All right, we'll look at number 2. Ooh, number 2. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Number 2 is a little bit tricky. Number 2 technically is not even a 7th grade problem. And I'm gonna skip this one. And if you tried it, good job. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow in class when I see you. So for now, I'm gonna skip it. And if you skipped it on your virtual work, that's okay. I didn't realize that one of those got in there. All right, so let's look at number 3. Number 3 says solve for the value of Q. Okay, so again, we know that this right here is a straight angle, which equals 180 degrees, which means this 7Q minus 8 and this 9Q minus 4 equal 180 degrees. So I'm going to use that to write an equation. 7Q minus 8 plus 9Q minus 4 equals 180 degrees. So first I'm going to combine my like terms. I have 7Q and 9Q, which give me 16Q. I have negative 8 and negative 4, which give me negative 12, and that equals 180. So now I can solve to find the value of Q. So I'm going to add 12 to both sides, and I get 16Q equals 192. So now I'm going to divide both sides by 16. So now I have Q equals, and I don't know what 192 divided by 16 is, so I'm going to come over here and use long division. 16 goes into 19 one time. 1 times 16 is 16. Subtract and I get 3. Bring down the 2. 16 goes into 32 twice. So the value of Q is 12. All right, let's look at number 4. Number 4 is asking you to find the value of Y. And you have two angles here. And what do you see right here? You have this square. So that means these two angles are complementary. So they equal 90 degrees. So that means 3Y right here plus this 9Y plus 6 equals 90 degrees. So now I'm going to combine my like terms. I have 3Y plus 9Y, so that's 12Y plus 6 equals 90 degrees. All right, so now I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. And I have 12y equals 84. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 12. And if you're not sure what 84 divided by 12 is, you can kind of count up. You could use long division, but in this case, it's easier probably just to count up, and that would equal 7. So your value of y is equal to 7. All right, let's do the last four. All right, number 5, ask you to solve for p, and it has this straight line so that you know 5p plus 3 and 6p plus 1 equals 180. So I'm going to make an equation. 5p plus 3 plus 6p plus 1 equals 180 degrees. So I'm going to combine my like terms. I have 11p plus 4 equals 180. So now I can solve to find the value of p. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And I have 11p equals 176. I feel like this came up in something else we were just doing. So now I'm going to divide both sides by 11. And I have p equals, I'm not sure what 176 divided by 11 is, so I'm going to use long division. 11 goes into 17 one time. 1 times 11 is 11, subtracting it 6. Bring down this 6. 11 goes into 66 6 times. So p is equal to 16. All right, so let's look at number 7. So number 7 says solve for the value of p, and you see that there's two angles and they are complementary, which means they equal 90 degrees. You know they're complementary because they have this square symbol in the corner. So that means 2p minus 6 plus 5p plus 5 equals 90 degrees. So I'm going to combine my like terms. I have 2p and I have a positive 5p, which is 7p. I have a negative 6 and a positive 5, so that's going to be a negative 1 equals 90. All right, so now I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And I have 7p equals 91. So now I'm going to divide both sides by 7. Let's see, I'm not sure what 91 divided by 7 is, so I'll do long division. 7 goes into 9 one time. 7 times 1 is 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. Bring down the 1. 7 goes into 21 3 times. So p equals 13. All right. So now this says solve for the value of s. Okay, so now we have two complementary angles again. We know they're complementary because it's a right angle symbol. And so now we have 66 plus 7s minus 4 equals 90 degrees. So let's write our equation. 66 plus 7s minus 4 equals 90 degrees. So first, I'm going to combine some like terms. So I have 66 and I have a negative 4. 66 minus 4 is 62, so I have 62 plus 7s equals 90 degrees. All right, so I'm going to start by subtracting 62 from both sides. And we have 7s equals, now I'm going to borrow, and I have 28. 7s equals 28. Well, that's pretty friendly. When you divide both sides by 7, you have s equals 4 because 28 divided by 7 is 4. All right, last one. It says solve for the value of p. And again, these are complementary. So that means 4p minus 7 and 2p plus 7 equal 90. And what do you notice when I said that? 4p minus 7 plus 2p plus 7 equals 90 degrees. Hopefully you realize that this negative 7 and this positive 7 make a zero pair. So really all you have is 4p plus 2p, which is 6p. So you have 6p equals 90 degrees. So all we have to do with this equation is divide both sides by 6 to find the value of p. And again, I don't remember what is 90 divided by 6. 6 goes into 9 once. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract and you get 3. Bring down the 0. 6 goes into 30 5 times. 5 times 6 is 30. And so the value of P is 15. All right, boys and girls, I hope that helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.